Pressure is building for there to be consequences after a weekend basketball game at Coronado High School ended with people throwing tortillas at the other team. Thanks for joining us. I'm Catherine Garcia.
I'm Mark Mullen. Good evening. So Coronado beat the predominantly Latino Orange Glen High School from Escondido by just 3 points. Coronado fans and players are then accused of throwing tortillas at the visiting team as they told them to get out of their gym. NBC7's Dave Summers tells us the incident is now getting attention across the country.
What the heck? Freaking tortillas? Are you kidding me? Tortillas?
What a racist.
The tortillas hurled at Orange Glen High School players is now one of the top video posts on social media.
We are expecting to hold folks responsible, contacting the police department that we need to have this individual or individuals brought in.
Those scenes are getting the attention and criticism of the national group League of United Latin American Citizens. LULAC's vice president of young adult says this wasn't a heat of the moment exchange, but was planned.
This took preparation. This took, actually getting people together to buy the tortillas, to, distribute them, and pretty much in unison, throwing them at the Latino players.
Orange Glen head coach Chris Featherly tells NBC7 during the traditional post-game handshake between teams, terse words were exchanged between coaches. That incited players and fans, and the tortillas followed.
I just came from my physical therapy, but it bothered me enough to go home and make this sign.
12-year Coronado resident, who identifies herself only as Lilia, came up with her own personal protest outside Coronado High School.
If someone's racist to me, I'm an adult. But to attack children that are playing a sport for no reason and to bring tortillas is not okay.
The Coronado Unified School District Governing Board apologized in a letter to the Orange Glen community Monday afternoon. The board calls the acts egregious, demeaning, and disrespectful. In a Twitter post, Coronado head basketball coach J.D. Laaperi wrote, "Unfortunately, a community member brought tortillas and distributed them, which was unacceptable and racist in nature. I do not condone this behavior. Coronado High School does not condone this behavior and is already taking appropriate action." Now the league is launching an investigation. Coronado police have already began their investigation, and Tuesday night, the district is planning an emergency board meeting to discuss the consequences. In Coronado, Dave Summers, NBC7.
Meanwhile, Escondido Union High School District is also expected to discuss the incident tomorrow. Coronado police say they have identified the male adult who brought the tortillas to the gym, but says the rest of the incident remains under investigation.